Jose Mourinho made some comments. He was trying to, people will say he was trying to like defend his player, Prestianni. He's not going to be playing in the Champions League return leg. But now I'm looking at this comment over and over again, and I'm like, try to convince me why Jose Mourinho is not racist. Because me, I'm sitting down on this fence, and I'm going to tell you that what if Jose Mourinho is just this kind of person who is a quiet racist person who married a black woman because he's racist and just wants to be doing racist things. I don't know, because now I'm looking at this comment. You are trying to tell a black player how to celebrate. So Jose Mourinho said, he said, you score a wonder goal like Vinicius scored, and then you celebrate the way Vinicius Junior celebrates. He said, why wouldn't that piss the home fans? Why would that piss the home fans? People will celebrate the way they want to celebrate. We're talking about celebrations. We look about celebrations from time. We've seen different types of celebrations. We've seen Cavani do AK-47 like he's shooting and murdering people. We've seen Bafetimi Gomez doing this celebration where it was like an horror guy from horror movies. We have seen crazy celebrations. We have seen infuriating celebrations. We have seen celebrations that get people pissed off. But it's all for the game. We saw Timilehin do something where he was doing some sexual thing. Nobody saw it as anything, because why? It's white. Ronaldo did it in the return leg. We just had fun with it. We complained, talk. Nobody said there's a special celebration for them being white people. But now, there happens to be a type of celebration Vinicius Junior should be doing. And why should Vinicius Junior have a special type of celebration? Because it's black. That's the definite answer to it. So Jose Mourinho even trying to remove the whole thing from Prestianni and trying to put blame on Vinicius Junior. That's the whole point here he's trying to do now. There's nothing anybody wants to tell me. Vinicius Junior is the victim. Jose Mourinho is now doing the same thing Prestianni did to him on the pitch. Like, he just faced racism on the pitch. You leave the pitch finish, Jose Mourinho, you are coming to the press conference and you are saying this. This is not what you should be saying. If you don't want to talk, it's fine. You can avoid the question. You can avoid making comment about something, but you don't make things worse. Then you now come and say, because you have an issue of coaching black players or stuff. Bullshit. That's bullshit. Your talk already says it all. There's no special slacks for anybody. There should not be. We're playing football. Football is fun. I remember the whole point of this football game from the whole history was for unity and peace. But right now, we're no more saying unity and peace. So you think that everybody do this celebration, they're like, oh my God, I like this thing. Or you saw something like, I like this stuff. No matter how you watch football, it pains you, you cry, there were always going to be highlights of the things that you still love. Sometimes you may even see some things that the opponent does. But now, you're trying to take the fun away. Now, break it down again. I'll bring it back to the Brazil thing. World Cup 2022. Everybody keeps saying, why are Brazilians dancing? And I'm telling myself, why can't they dance? Is there a problem with dancing? No, that's the problem. Why do people see a problem with this thing? You should, you know, I saw players that were happy. They were playing for fun. They didn't take this thing as a do or die affair. Then I saw analysts in the studio analyzing and getting angry. And they are trying to make it a do or die affair. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to remove the whole thing that this whole thing was all about, the whole history, why they even created this sport in the first place. And I'm saying, oh, so if I should score, I'm not saying that it's infuriating the opponent. It's not infuriating the opponent. This is fun. Banter is part of football. When we tease ourselves, when we make fun of ourselves, it's part of football. When we're like, we're gonna beat. I remember Chelsea against Manchester United 2008 Champions League. It was fun. I'm not a fan of any of the clubs. I'm not a fan of Chelsea. I'm not a fan of Manchester United. I remember then I was in secondary school or primary school, and then I remember there was a school bus. No, we're in a school bus, and I remember there was a car coming across the road. So we were talking. I think something happened. So the guy in the car was a Manchester United fan, but he happened to think that we were Chelsea fans. We were students in a school bus, but he was taunting us, and we're taunting him because we also thought he was a Chelsea fan. And he thought we were Man U fan, Chelsea fans. So imagine, he thought we were Chelsea fans, we thought we were Chelsea fans. Then until we then knew that we were Man U fans. And then we were like, oh my God, and we started joking and we're laughing. But even with the banters and the way we were throwing shades at ourselves, it was fun. I remember how that Champions League, some people bought goats, bought animals, did a lot of things, colored their hair. There were lots of fun. Now, during the process of years, people are trying to like take out the fun in the football. Then somebody says, why are they dancing? Why can't they dance? Someone says they should not be dancing on the pitch. That's racism to me. Somebody says there should be a type of celebration. That's racism to me. Ronaldo can celebrate how he wants. Simeone can celebrate how he wants. Nobody says, oh, there should be a type of celebration these people should be doing. Because they are white people. We have seen celebration, crazy celebration. So why is Mourinho deciding that Vinicius Junior celebration is now a problem? Well, welcome to True Ball. My name is Timilehin Peter, and I'm joined here by Toby, and we're going to be talking about football. So Toby, that's the big question, that's the big statement starting of the show. It's about Jose Mourinho's comment, it's about his statement, it's about racism, it's about him saying Vinicius Junior. The statement is clean. Anybody who understands English can break it down for me, and please explain to themselves if they are very stupid to understand it. Because everybody's already coming for Jose Mourinho. They know. Even people are already saying Jose Mourinho fucked up with his comments. But I'm shocked that I don't want to hear Jose Mourinho fucked up. Someone can't fuck up. He thought about this thing over and over again. He was trying to protect his player. But in so doing, he showed his true colors of being a racist. You were trying to protect your player. There are other ways of trying to protect your player. You don't blame. You're not trying to blame Vinicius again for is that where does it come when they blame somebody for racism? So they said somebody went out to he intentionally went out to be racially abused. That somebody does something to make people racially abuse him. Does that make sense? Because that's what Jose Mourinho is trying to say. He's trying to say that Vinicius Junior did something that made Prestianni racially abuse him. So now there are excuses for being racist. Or there are going to be excuses now for why someone can call me a monkey. So tell me what are the kind of things I should do, I should not do, so that I won't be racially abused. But a white person can do whatever he likes. Because I'm trying to get the whole balance in this thing. Toby, what do you think?
I think first, good evening. I think first and foremost, it's a horrible statement from Mourinho. From Mourinho, someone that I admire as a manager, someone that for many years I've admired the way he does things, even as a person. I think that he's such a lovable, charismatic, um, even a maverick, an enigma of some sort. You love him. He's so box office as anybody involved in football, fans. If you watch football growing up, you wanted to listen to Mourinho. You wanted to listen to what he said and how he said it. And I've always, believed that he was always on the right side of history until this incident. This is wrong on all levels. First and foremost, you said something which is quite instructive about how we try as a group of people, the world that is the society, to police what black people do. We are now trying to say there is a way in which you must live your life. There's a way in which, funny enough, and we preach individualism and freedom of expression, freedom of thought. We say that a person has the right to life, the right to do whatever he wants to do. Then we say that a person has the right to sexual orientation, he can be whatever he wants. But all of a sudden, if a person's color is black, then we start to tell ourselves, by the meaning of this statement, that there is something that he should do differently. Nobody should tell a black player how to celebrate. What Jose Mourinho has done in this situation is he has simply done something that removes the tension from what Prestianni has done, and he has tried to make it look like Vinny Junior did not conduct himself properly. Vinny Junior had some kind of bad behavior.
So he's trying to like make Vinicius look even bad, more bad.
Maybe, yeah, but maybe not the intention. Saying, "Oh, we could have avoided this if you."
That was his intention.
Let me give a very good example here, where, for example, a woman is going through abuse in a relationship, in a marriage, and people say, "Oh no, oh my God, you trigger," and the woman sometimes will say, "Oh my God, it's my fault, I'm the one that makes him angry. I do all these things, and that's why he hits me, that's why he beats me." We are legislating, and Mourinho there was legislating for horrible behavior. When Mourinho has done this, it becomes very difficult for you to say he's not racist, even though you might say there are pointers to the fact that he is not racist, because one, he's married to an Angolan, two, he's worked with a lot of African players who swear that he's not racist. But when you analyze this situation in isolation, and you take what has happened in this situation and the disaster of a comment that he has made, then you simply see a man who, instead, what he should have done was condemn the act and say, "You know what, I don't know if Prestianni is guilty because I don't know what he said."
Thank you. He could have said that.
I don't know what he said. I don't support racism in any way, and until the investigation is done, I would be on the side of my player, trying to stand with him. But if he is found guilty, then he should be punished, and that should have been the statement.
Simple. I just love the way you just ended this whole thing and spoke about it. You could have made a statement like that, and everybody would be like, "Wow, fantastic," and we'll go on with life. But then you come in the press conference. He knows what he's doing. I keep telling people, we all know what we're doing in life. We think about it more than like twice, at least, before we take an action. So Udemoni had the time to think about it. He had the time to think and think and think and think.
Some will tell
Why will you go into the press conference and want to blame Vinicius Junior?
Some will tell you that there's a lot of blood rushing his head. He got a red card. He's angry. The team has lost.
You know what Udemoni is admitting? He's admitting that Prestianni racially abused. That's what he's trying to do. He's admitting, okay, now he's saying, that's what he's saying. He said it is the celebration. He said you don't score a goal like that and celebrate like that. It will provoke people. So what you're trying to tell me is now, it's the celebration that provoked Prestianni to call him a monkey 5 times. Jose Mourinho, if he's not racist, is a supporter of racism. There's nothing you want to tell me. Because that's the simple English. He's saying, that's what I'm trying to tell me. Oh, okay, this action to have occurred. Because we're all talking about the action. Okay, Prestianni said this. So, you don't want to even touch on the Prestianni issue. You don't want to touch on the celebration issue. You have photo that about in it. You're not even saying it's the celebration that is the problem. What's the Mourinho? What the fuck?
It's really hard to legislate again for Mourinho. Some will say
even Jimmy Carragher is white does not support him,
because you will say he likes to perhaps deflect from what has happened.
Now we want to use Jose Mourinho, who is talking of celebrations, as an example. Everybody just Jose Mourinho loves you, infuriates his opponents.
Yeah.
Stir people up. This is not the first time. Jose Mourinho has done celebrations that he has even gotten penalized for.
Yes.
This is not the first, this is not the second, this is not the third.
Yes.
And then he has the guts, or he thinks he has the right to sit down in a seat and condemn a celebration or talk of celebrations. And somebody tells me Jose Mourinho is not racist, or is not a supporter of racism. Please play this audio or play his comments in another way, and let me try to understand it from another point of view, or for his point of view, or for the point of view that is married to an Angolan woman, or from the point of view that he has coached Mikel S1E1, John Mikel Obi, and the likes of fuck bullshit. See, there are some passive racists, people that can calm that racism and they can hold it in their heart and can pretend for a long time. I feel like maybe it's just one of them, because this whole thing, he was trying to see if people did not break down this statement, we understand. He was trying to blame everything and make Vinicius the bad guy, so we will totally leave Prestianni. That was what he was trying to do. He was trying to make us leave Prestianni leave the issue of Prestianni and start focusing on Vinicius. What Jose Mourinho wanted was we should start talking about Jose Mourinho and Vinicius celebration. What Jose Mourinho wanted was for us to be condemning Vinicius. What Jose Mourinho wanted was for us to be condemning Vinicius celebration. Are you whining me? This is madness. We see celebrations week in, week out. Week in, week out. Different types. We won't see middle finger. But this one is the problem. And the stupid thing is saying he scored a wonder goal. Jose Mourinho, I'm sorry. You're a fool. A big fool. A big fool. I'm black. I'm black. So you're a fool. I understand the English in every word and every sentence. Henry is angry. Kompany spoke, he's angry. Everybody's mad. We understand. We're not stupid now. Why do people always try to treat black people like we're stupid? They treat black people like we're stupid. We're not. We are not. And it doesn't make sense because we keep supporting and advocating that equality and stuff. But this shit is keep repeating itself. It keeps repeating itself. And I'll say one thing. Mbappe can just come out and repeat that thing. He said it. He even said he's not mentioning the player's name. He did it in his own conference, press conference where he was interviewed. He said he's not going to mention the player's name because the player doesn't deserve respect. He said it. He even broke down everything to say that he won't put it on a generalization. Because I would say it is the whole of Argentina. This is not a Portugal fault. This is not a Benfica fault. But somehow Jose Mourinho decided to put himself in because this was not. Nobody was talking to you. Jose Mourinho doesn't concern you. We're just asking about your opinion on it. But then you shifted the whole thing and tried to take the blame, carry it from Prestianni's head, and put it on Vinicius Junior's head. He's whining us now. This isn't good. Do you have anything to say again to this?
I really feel that when we speak on this issue, wherever Mourinho is, he'd regret that he made that statement.
Regret.
Secondly, I do feel that you cannot legislate for, and I've used this word many times today. I think that when you make comments like that, it makes you sound like a passive racist.
Thank you. I like the way you agree with that.
Someone who endorses racism, consciously or unconsciously.
Thank you.
Then it also makes you, unfortunately, Mourinho likes to do this thing where he deflects and takes away attention from something, and it backfired because you also have to know the right situation and the right issues.
Even Tiboko, like you should see the way it's flooding. Everybody's talking about this, and everybody's looking at him like, you didn't just say that. Because we're shocked. You didn't see. I'm watching that thing again. I watched that thing again yesterday, and I'm like, Jesus Christ! I was on the toilet bowl, and I was like, what? Jose Mourinho, you didn't just say that. You're trying to blame Vinicius Junior for being racially abused. Like, I'm like,
honestly, it's horrible. Like I said before, and what this has done generally is perhaps it's good because we need to be able to talk about these issues where people try to police the black person and affect how black people react, what black people do on the pitch. And it didn't start now. Football has always tried to control how things are done. But what we need to think about here is a situation where, of course, we know Argentina has a track record of racism, and perhaps Prestianni's actions should not surprise us somewhat. But the club is standing with him. His manager is standing with him, which is a shame. If you look at the situation that's happened, what we have to do, UEFA's given him 1 match ban, which, if you ask me, is not enough.
Well, it's not regarding that thing investigating the situation. So right now they banned him from even being present for the second leg,
which is
he will get an heavier one once investigation is finished. So it's not like he's not getting the 1 match ban because of the racism. No, right now he's be pending the investigation.
Oh,
so he's not going to play at all. So it's not about the racism thing. So people should not get it twisted.
Yeah, okay, that's a
The
good thing.
FIC doing the investigation. So why they're investigating is not going to play
Oh, that's
at,
wonderful.
or it's not going to be eligible
Oh,
to play
that's
at
lovely.
all.
Now, if anyone is conversant with French philosopher Michel Foucault, he talks about something he calls biopower. And Michel Foucault said that biopower is how our bodies are controlled. And Michel Foucault said that from the time we were children, people have always tried to control how we do things. The government tries to control our bodies through taxes, through laws, through what it does. We unfortunately submit ours to be controlled by celebrity status, how society controls. Then we also have perhaps religion that controls, or our parents even growing up, what you wear, don't go this to this place and that place. Now, in football, also to some level, allows for that to happen. Now we are now having a negative control because one, we see here two things of inferiority and superiority. Somebody who thinks that they have the right to tell you how to do it, that you are inferior enough to infuriate them when you do something. So they are telling us somehow black people should feel privileged that they can play on the pitch with white people. And thanking you us for that privilege, you should also be grateful when you score a wonder goal that, oh, you're on the pitch. Don't offend us. We are just here to see you do your thing and then entertain us and go home. And that's all, that's what it's about. So now that's that's even a bigger problem because what that's telling us is you were saying that a black man's voice, right? A black man's voice is not to be heard. His actions are to be seen, and there's a limit to what he can do, which makes everything we do, taking the knee, all the banners, they don't make any sense.
Definitely.
If we cannot address issues like this, we have to address issues like this, and this is why it's necessary for us as a people to say, you know what, we have to speak. I'm one of the biggest fans of Jose Mourinho, but I would say that on issues like this, we have to address things like this and say we cannot allow a statement like that pass. We cannot allow a statement like this to be allowed to fester because children have heard it. And if we let this go, we're building a very dangerous precedence in football and in the society at large. Because what we have said now is, oh, what about the attitude of Vinicius Junior? Vinicius Junior infuriates. And Mourinho also does that. One of the reasons why we love Mourinho today is because of what he does.
He taunts the
Why is
fans,
Mohamed Ali
infuriates
remembered
people.
today more? Because of what he does, how he speaks, how he taunts his opponent. Why do we
That's
say
another reason why
boxing?
we like
Why do we
Ronaldo.
say boxing is dead? Because we don't have enough players. Why do we think some boxers are boring? We say no, they don't bring that. That it's only Tyson Fury who brings that. Oh,
Yeah,
this we just want to fight and go home. We don't want to see that. We like it when it favors us, but we
that's
don't
true.
like it when it's
It
not
goes
on our
against
side.
us.
When yes, and now we unfortunately people feel that when someone who's not on your side and is not your skin color does something that you don't like, you have the license because take it or not, football is a place where men are allowed to be themselves. In the society before now, we simply say, oh, it's not good for a man to cry. You're a man, hold it in. But when you're in the pitch, you can cry when you miss a chance, when you lose a final, when you cry in the pitch, nobody holds it against you. We say, oh, it's the moment, just let it go. Because football allows you to be yourself. And now in being yourself, there are two things. Some people want to bring out some very terrible behavior and then say, you know what, you cannot be yourself on the pitch. And we cannot allow that to happen. And that is why when we analyze situations like this without knowing what's happening, in fact, it's not about whether Vinicius Junior said or they heard, but we cannot allow a statement like Mourinho's own fly. Because that would tell us that we as a sport are not ready to do something about racism. I'll, so we need to address this because it's made by a very, very, very influential figure, and we need to do that. On a personal note, when Mourinho sees that, what he would say is down to him. Does this take away from his greatness as a manager? No. But this is one of the catastrophes of his career. And he would remember this for generations to come if he doesn't manage it properly.
Oh, definitely, because black people will never forget.
I think he has to. He has a lot of black fans, that was for sure, and I think he has to apologize to them.
Yeah, apologies for me is not enough. And I'm tired with this thing where people say I'm not racist because I have black friends. Do not tell me that shit. I'm done with that bullshit. You can get a black friend and still be racist.
Oh, of course that is.
So people use that kind of card and then want to throw, oh, I'm not racist because I have a black wife. What the fuck? That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't still mean anything. It's out of the abundance of the arts that we will know where you stand. And Jose Mourinho spoke from the abundance of his heart. So now, before coming to the point where you say we should deal with this racism thing, we should talk about it. I'm going to go into it, but there's something about Neymar I want to talk about. So Neymar as an example, I'll use Neymar as an example. I'll tell you that Neymar has been facing racism since forever. Now, people don't really understand this picture I'm about to play. Neymar is a fantastic dribbler. Now he is the best dribbler in the world. Yes. But before there was Neymar, there have been dribblers. And I remember when growing up, we loved dribbling. We love skills. We love to see the wingers go about, cut in the left, cut on the right, enter the box, shoot, score. We love, in fact, it was the dribbling more than the goals we were looking for. Because as Nigerians, remember, we like, yeah, put on for Kolo, this one, Homo, Koshi, Danu. But then, Neymar came into the game and started dribbling. And then we started hearing he's dribbling too much. Why? Because he's black? Think about it. They haven't complained about other dribblers. No. They even tried to start telling him how we should be dribbling. Is there not a problem with society? Because now you want to tell us how we should live, how we should be, how we should do, how we should act, even how we should dribble. You said we should respect, you said Neymar should respect the opponent. Respect on the pitch? This is football. It's supposed to be for fun. There's no disrespect or respect here. But then when you start bringing respect to the pitch, I'm trying to understand, like, when you play, this was, I don't know other countries' history of football. But in Nigeria here, you carry ball. In fact, if you carry pangolo or even plastic bottle and you put it on the road and you start playing, people you don't even know already start joining in. People you don't even know start stopping and start watching. That is what football is, or what football is. It was the fun. You see people already smiling. You see girls already blushing, like, oh my God, oh my. It was the fun. Nobody was saying, no dribble amo, no dribble amo. But now again, don't dribble him too much. In fact, some clubs now don't even want dribblers in their team. So now you're telling Neymar I should dribble. Me, I feel like Neymar has been disrespected. The most disrespected human being. He spoke about it. He finally got angry with PSG and he spoke about it. Yes, I will say it. And the only reason why he faced what he faced is because he's black. Neymar was touted to being the best player in the world, but he never got a Ballon d'Or. How come? You look at Neymar every day and you ask yourself why Neymar never got even at least one Ballon d'Or. I will tell you it was based on racism. It was based on the fact that people felt he did not want to listen. They told Neymar, even Arjen Robben came out one time to tell Neymar, that's how bad it is, that Neymar is dribbling too much. Are you whining me? Is there a plot where somebody is dribbling too much? This is football. This is the fun. This is what we grew up to. This is what we love. This is what we admired. And you're trying to take it away from the game.
Someone should have said Zidane was dribbling too much or Ronaldinho was dribbling too much.
Nobody said that. But Neymar is dribbling too much. Why is he dribbling too much? I don't understand. I don't understand why you're removing the form. Okay, now,
I think it starts from something cultural, very cultural, that we see outside of football. But
because Vinicius is Brazilian, and I've seen a thing where people are really having this thing or it for Brazilians. World Cup 2022. Hurricane sat down in his stupid chair saying, why are they dancing? Why won't they dance? Hurricane, why would they dance? They will dance because it's cultural. They will dance because they're having fun. Why wouldn't they dance? It's football. I'm happy. It's not a do or die game. But we are losing it. We are losing it totally. Okay, so we should enter the pitch and squeeze all our faces and start throwing punches at ourselves. Is that what we should be doing? Where's the fun? So you're telling me that, do you know that sometimes, there were times growing up, I was watching football, my team were losing. My team will be losing, maybe Arsenal or Real Madrid. But still, I will have one or two things to laugh about. It could be maybe in my own team, one of my players dribble or does something. I'm like, wow. That thing just removes me from that sad mood. Or it may even be the opponent that does something like, man. There's sometimes even the opponent have scored one that goes, that's even you that are a fan of the club that is losing. You stand up and be like, wow, we have to clap for them. I'm like, but you're taking the fun away. I'm saying these players should not enjoy themselves. They should not be human beings on the pitch. They are human beings. They are human beings. They have feelings. They express feelings. I score a goal. I should be able to celebrate any how I want to celebrate. There was nothing, and I repeat, nothing wrong with Vinicius' celebration. This is a celebration we see anytime, any day. Nothing. It is not worse than Simeone and Ronaldo's celebration. It is not worse than Cavani shooting people. It's not. See, I will tell you that Vinicius' celebration against Benfica is not even in top 10 worst celebrations. But somehow we're about to police, or Mourinho wants to police average to celebrate so that he won't be racially abused. Then the same thing, American feels that the Brazilians should not be dancing. All this thing again falls back to racism. It falls back to racism. Then somebody says Neymar should not be dribbling, we should be respecting opponents. Okay, Neymar's going to respect opponents. Who's going to respect us? Because they want respect. Why people are always asking for respect? They demand respect. But where is the respect for us? Where is the respect for the black people? I don't understand this thing. Because I don't understand this equality. I don't understand. Because this shit racism is still going on over and over again. We keep telling to ourselves. They are the stupid people still doing the rules. So I don't know. Where is this happening? What is happening? There's no change. There's no change. This is pissing me off. This is pissing me off. So, can someone else explain what is happening?
It comes from, like I said before, cultural superiority. Now, if you check football, every football is such a unique melting point and melting pot that you have the African culture, the South American culture, Argentine, Peruvian, Chilean, and you have even the Asian culture. When you watch Uruguayan football, it's not so much about skills. You have but it's about strength and tackling and aggression. When you watch Argentina, it's about flair and aggression and strength. When you watch Brazil, it's so much about that. Africa is about having fun and power and dribbling and all of that. But you see, Europeans kind of believe that because they make the rules, because football somehow has economic power in Europe and is well developed in Europe, they believe that their culture is superior. Now they believe that if something is not in their culture, therefore you also should not be doing it. And which is a big problem because now they want to tell us how to play football. And that's what has happened with how football is played at clubs. They want football to be played in a certain way. They believe if you do it differently, it's wrong. So who determines what is right and wrong? And that's why we need to start speaking about things like this. Like, there is no right or wrong way to play football. That's one. There is no superiority in terms of football. That in itself is the way racism is born, from a superiority of self. No one is superior on the basis of skin color or on the basis of your ideas about football. It's just an alternative, another way of doing something. And that's what it should be seen as, a coming together of different kinds of people, and celebration of it. And as you said, one of the ways in which we can do it is to ensure that we keep allowing people to have a voice. We keep on speaking about it. We don't shut down people who want to do things differently. Because if we keep doing it, all of a sudden, even those who have the different culture will somehow say, you know what, these people at the pace setters, let us start to adjust. We cannot, as a people, not speak up about things like this. We need to start speaking up. And when we do speak up, we are able to bring change, because we may not get the benefit of the change now, but we will get in future. But what we have to speak for people to be able to express themselves. Dancing on the pitch is expressing yourself. Dribbling on the pitch is expressing yourself. Taking a shot is expressing yourself. We have to be able to speak about how you can express yourself that doesn't shut down your identity, because not one part or one person is superior to the other. And that is the message of football, and that is the message of life. Different
Okay.
species.
I really agree with that totally. And that's why I also feel that it should be, you should not tell people how they should express themselves, how they should feel. Black, white, Asian, whatever skin color, everybody have feelings. Everybody wants to express their feelings.
Of
And when
course.
you tell one person you can't do this, it's unfair. It's unfair. Totally unfair. And that is you already infringing on that person's rights. Human rights. That's number one. Now, addressing this racism issue, I'm still going to come back to me saying I feel like stiffer punishment should be handed to people who decide to racially abuse another person. Because someone can commit suicide, there are different things that can happen. So now let's go to this thing of Prestianni. So people want to do the debate, but I don't want to debate. But I'll tell you, we all know Prestianni said something. He definitely said something. You see the reaction. So I don't know who are saying you want to investigate, but it's not matter, it's a process. But unless we want to lie to ourselves or want to deny, Christianity said something. You can't take your shirt over your mouth. That's already you showing that you're a criminal. Why am I covering my mouth with my shirt if I want to talk to you? And that means I don't want another person to hear. That's number one. That's number one. Prestianni is about to tell Mbappe something he doesn't want another person to hear. That's number one. Number two, if you look at the video closely, because I keep watching this video over and over again, anybody wants to tell me that Vinicius Junior likes to be doing this thing, I hate that talk. And the fact that even some black people are even there saying that Vinicius Junior, see, as a black person, if you won't stand up to racism or support Vinicius Junior who is standing up for racism, then face it for life and eat it and deal with it the way you see it. The day they come and beat you in your ass to death, take it like that. Because you hear some people say, what's there now? He's calling you a monkey. What's there, Abi? What's there? That's stupid talk. That is stupid talk. So Prestianni decides to cover his mouth with his shirt. Kamavinga is going towards Vinicius. He's like trying to pull him away, like, okay, just get away from this guy. So definitely Kamavinga knows something is up. Mbappe is there, definitely something is up. And Mbappe confirms his own by saying that he heard him call him 5 times. Now, the point I'm trying to paint here is when Vinicius Junior runs towards the referee. When Vinicius Junior runs towards the referee, Prestianni throws his hands up. That's easily. Body language, anybody who understands body language or do it, is study, because there are studies for body language and stuff. People with the body language should start explaining this. He throws his hand up, and that now is backing the referee. Before he's looking like this, he's seeing Vinicius Junior run towards the referee, and he's like, oh my god, throws his hand up like, damn, fuck. It's that kind of thing you do. Remember when we were in school, secondary school, and you see someone going to report, you know, when I'm making fun of somebody, and like, everything they did now, why did they do like pussy? Why did they do like Toto? Why did they do like this? And the person just goes down here and report and say, I'm going to remember, they report. And like, why you go report now? Yeah. That was the reaction of somebody that had been told about that he did something wrong. And he knew he was going to get punished. That's why he was throwing his hands up in there. Because he knows the punishment for racism. So now I'm not going to let us debate on whether he said it or not. Now, my own is the stiffer punishment for racism. After that thing happened, videos started coming out. People started saying Argentina are racist. Stories came out, news came out, old news. Now, it has been confirmed, not by one, not by two, but by a lot of people around the world, the Argentines are racist. For this one, even Enzo Fernandez with some of his teammates celebrated after winning the Copa America, and they were abusing Mbappe and his teammates. I'm not understand how Copa America and the Euros even relate. Or did France play the Euros? No. It shows you played the World Cup long time ago. Then you didn't. That means it was in their heart. That's how racist they are. They wanted to really abuse Mbappe and his French teammates. They really wanted to do it, but they could not at that part or point in time. Then they waited till the Copa America. Because you win in Copa America, you should be thinking about the Copa America. You should be thinking about the teams you played in the Copa America. Why are you thinking about Mbappe? That's racist. So I'm telling myself, if a video came out also of a small boy, he saw a monkey and he's calling him Vinicius. What is people's problem with Vinicius? People keep saying Vinicius is the problem. No, Vinicius is not the problem. What is your problem with Vinicius? That's the question I'm asking you. Why? The boy is in his house. He's trying to live his life. He's living his life. You are just abusing him any chance you get. Then you say the boy is crying. The boy is doing like this. Are you whining me? The world are taking time to gang up against one person and trying to tear his image into pieces. And nobody's even trying to support this guy. Instead, you know what people are saying? People are always saying that Vinicius is playing this and baby card is doing this, is doing that. I hate that talk. Stupid talk. Me, I'm with Vinicius anytime, any day. A player who can stand up is courageous. He stands against the world. He uses his platform to stand. Because of Vinicius Junior today, a lot of people have chances to talk, speak, or even go to some places that they could never, ever have been in their life. And you're blaming Vinicius. If Vinicius shuts up his mouth today, like Amavinga is doing, like Rudiger is doing, like other black players are doing, because you can't tell me you are not facing racism. It continues. But Vinicius is doing something fantastic, and people are still complaining. So now we start with the stiffer punishment. Me, I will say Argentina should be banned from football. Definitely. If the whole country is racist, don't come to football. Go and play your own football. You can organize your own competition. Since you feel like you're better than the next person, since you feel like you're better than the next person, play in your house. Brazilians say Argentines are racist. Colombia says Argentines are racist. Uruguay says Argentines are racist. These are even South American countries saying Argentines are racist. So, there's no two ways to tell me Prestianni didn't say it. Prestianni is Argentine. He's racist. 100%. No two ways about this. Stiffer punishment. If I were FIFA, Prestianni should never play in the UEFA. Prestianni should never play in the UEFA Champions League again. One. Number two, fans of clubs that racially abuse people should be banned for the whole season. Since you decide that you cannot come and cheer your own team on, what you want to be doing is racially abusing people, then the club don't need fans, they don't need supporters. Stiffer punishments. The fans should be banned. When a team plays with empty stadium for a whole season, sense go there now. They go dey tell them sense. Nobody go tell them. If fans they come, they go dey tell the fans. Maybe they use their brain.
True.
Stiffer punishment. Yeah. A player that racially abuses another player, the club will suffer for it. When you're punishing the player, another person feels say if you do him, then that way you hear someone like Mourinho saying trying to support his player or something. But when you are seeing stiffer punishment like, oh, this player racially abused on, they ban the club. See, once a player doesn't even try it, the club already carry the player. Throw him away.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
We need to do something that makes sure that the clubs can feel it where it really hurts.
Simple.
And that's what's necessary.
That's what I'm saying. Stiffer punishment. The fans, let them be feeling it. Not I think they'll just be walking away easily and be doing, it's not me now. Is that one that said it is a lie? Everybody will suffer it.
Such like
next time, You will culture your players well.
Completely. Maybe we
Because
even add this one to it again. If it happens more than once, you lose 3 points.
I would say you get demoted. Only 3 points is not get demoted. Get demoted to the next division. Start again. You reflect on your rubbish attitude and behavior. Nobody will tell you if you are getting players in. Are you racist? Don't be racist. Stop being racist. It's not good to hate on other people's skin color. Everybody's no. See, they will be culturing their players. They will be culturing the fans. They will be culturing themselves. They will be culturing people. But when there are no stiffer punishment, what is there in a game ban? 3-match ban, 3 points. Oh, money fine. These people have money now.
Maybe
They buy cars easily.
but what if we take points such as high as 24 points?
It's not enough. They won't feel it. Relegation is enough. This starts from Division 2 or Division 3.
That's right.
Then let us see. Nobody will tell you. Let them know that racism is bad. Racism is like murder. They should know. And it is severe punishment. So I'm talking about stiff punishment. Hard punishment. That is what I feel like should be handed to people that racially abuse another person. Not a match ban, 3-match ban, money fine, point deduction. No. The club gets banned to the next division, to the lower division. The fans are banned from coming to the stadium for a whole season. Things like that will be putting people into place. How do you feel about my stiffer punishment?
I feel that when you analyze it this way, a part of it I do agree with. Banning fans.
So you don't agree with everything and you're a black person?
No, but the reason why is
Okay.
I can agree with points deduction and banning the team.
I need some point deduction.
No, sorry. I mean I can agree with
Emotion.
demotion when it happens with the player on the pitch. But
Because you're supposed to be telling the players how to behave. It's your player.
yeah, but
Anything that will make you defend your player. That's it now. Anytime you come out, something happens, everybody is supposed to defend that player. So anything that can make you defend your player, you should be able to also suffer for the player. That's what I feel.
so that can work when the player does it. But what about when the fans are the ones that do it?
When the fans are the ones that do it,
If we relegate the team,
we won't
for the
relegate
fans.
the team for the fans. We relegate the team for the players. Because the player belongs to the club.
and then
So the club is supposed to be answerable for the players' actions.
the-
But for the fans, there will be no fans for the whole season. That way, the next coming season, they will tell the players how to behave. Maybe they will even be putting flyers or leaflets in every row of the seats and be telling them no to racism. If you say this, they'll show the fan ass immediately. That would you will start seeing street punishments. You start seeing that they're already pinpointing and finding out who are the racist people. Before you know, they say, oh, row 53, seat 2, racist. Security will get him out. Bam! They put him in police custody. Simple as that. But right now, everybody is doing, I don't give a fuck. I'm minding my business. I don't care. It's not like people don't know something's happening. See, on that pitch, people hear things. It's how life happens.
That's
But
true.
nobody's talking. Because why? We live in this life where we say, you know, consign me now. You know, consign me. Waiting, consign me. That is how we live this life. And as far as you know, consign me, I won't talk. Sometimes you can even see something happening on the road. We'll be walking by. You know, consign me is the attitude we live. But once you consign you, the attitude will change.
Sure.
So, if Prestianni racially abused Vinicius and decided to call him a monkey 5 times, if there was stiffer punishment, hey, they won't need to be saying what the Prestianni say. Want to investigate. Everybody say, hey, Prestianni called him a monkey, oh. Prestianni called him a monkey, oh. Why? Because they already know the stiffer punishment. They don't want to not play in the Champions League. They don't want to get demoted to Division 2. They will single-handedly bring up Prestianni and say, I beg you, it is just Prestianni, take him away. Take him away, we'll find another player that's not racist. We won't keep him. Go and punish him. That will only happen when there are stiffer punishment. But as long as there are no stiffer punishment, come on now. Even if Prestianni is found out guilty, when Prestianni is found out guilty and is punished, Prestianni will still come back and play. It won't change Prestianni from being racist.
Sure.
Because he will tend to, An example will be Suarez. Luis Suarez started this thing with biting. Was it? He didn't do the biting before even the racism one with Evra.
Yes.
He did the biting before the racism.
I'm not too sure.
He got banned for the biting.
Yes.
He still got banned for the racism.
Yes.
That does not change his attitude. Luis Suarez is still a bad human being. That is it. He's still a bad human being. So there needs to be very stiff punishment. Some players should be banned immediately. Like banned for life. And if we're talking about banned players, Luis Suarez should be among them. He should be banned. You don't bite a player and then still racially abuse another player. No. Your behavior is animalistic. You should not be on the pitch. It's football now. This football was for fun. For uniting people. We come together, we start knowing ourselves, we start knowing our cultures, we start knowing that, that's the thing, we learn things. But now you're telling me I can't do this, I hate you. No. Stiffer punishment. I stick with stiffer punishment. And do you agree with stiffer punishment, Toby?
I do agree with stiffer punishment because in the scenario you painted now, if Benfica know that they will be thrown out of the Champions League,
Definitely.
then
Mourinho would never even open his mouth to say
a player who had would have said, you know what, or the fans who had, because if we have to analyze, there were fans who were racially making monkey chants. So they would have first Benfica fans would have identified those fans. One, some other people would have said, we had Prestianni, even players, and they will let go of those people. That's a way, because you have to hit clubs where it hurts. When they know that they will be losing money, and they will be losing a huge fan base, and the fans know they will not be seeing their clubs, everybody will take it serious. Because right now it's just a small slap on the wrist, and that doesn't do anything.
We see this every time. Players get fined, players get banned, players get 3-match ban, 4-match ban. The highest, I think, is 10. So he's got 10, or was it 15 or a half? I think he got half season.
Yeah, I got 8 games.
8 games.
Yes.
Just 8 games. That's not enough for me. I'm looking at the one he even did with Patrice Evra. That is the biggest racism. Like Evra is even stretches and like to shake you. Like he's even like have fun now. Like, you know, the shock on his face, like maybe it was we black people, I won't lie, we like are very nice people. So we're very nice people. Sometimes we like to play dumb and be like, okay, this guy don't see us. Or maybe we like, even if we know we like, maybe he don't see us. But never see stretch his hand to him and he made this one
Very
plain, open. Like, guy, get your hand off me. That was what Suarez was doing.
Yes.
Like saying the guy now shit. Are you whining me? This is rubbish now.
That was racism with that.
That is why I'm playing stiffer punishment. I stick with stiffer punishment. We get some stiffer punishments.
One of the stiffer punishments is racism on the pitch, like that, should be rewarded with an automatic red card.
Automatic red card.
Yes. Then for the punishments as well.
Okay. So you are saying we stick with stiffer punishments, red cards. I agree with everything that comes with punishment of these players. Definitely, I agree with it. So Jose Mourinho, we do know you have lots of respect. All my own respect, like Timilehin.
Yeah, I still have some level of respect. For Jose Mourinho.
I don't.
I
don't come out.
I do have
and
respect
try
for
to
him.
blame.
I can say
the victim. The victim. You don't try to blame the victim.
no. Of course, you can't blame the victim.
That's what Jose Mourinho was trying to do. And that's I didn't believe it. But after watching the video several times, I already believe it and understand where it's coming from. Yeah, he's a supporter of racism. So you don't have to explain the English to me. That's even was even trying to paint the fact of Zobio being a club legend in Benfica and stuff like. Jose, you don't know anything, so shut up. Just shut up your mouth. And enough of the garbage coming out of your mouth. You're a nuisance. You have been a nuisance since Chelsea's days. Everybody knows now. You have been a nuisance. You will always be on and off the pitch.
But I disagree.
And we didn't care.
But we loved that nuisance.
Yes, we didn't care.
We love it. So I don't think.
But now you now want to now
condemn.
paint. You now want to do this one. That is the part we won't take. So we are finally seeing that you're a nuisance and we won't deal with that rubbish anymore. So we are done with that phase in our life and we are done with Jose Mourinho, definitely. And for me, Prestianni, I won't say just being because Benfica is definitely going to be knocked out of the Champions League in this stage. So I would say Benfica should get a season ban if Prestianni is found guilty. Because I don't feel like only Prestianni should suffer this punishment. The Benfica players on the pitch knows that he said these words. Nobody's talking. People heard. Nobody's talking. Jose Mourinho is even supporting. So that's why I say stiffer punishment. But again, these things may not happen. So if the club is not going to get banned, at least let Prestianni suffer a very great punishment. I mean, stiffer punishment, a great punishment. Like maybe never even play in the Champions League again. Definitely, I will be very happy because we don't need these kind of things. We come here to come and have fun. We want to play football. We want to smile. We just want to see we just want to have fun. And then all this starts happening. Somebody is saying this one, someone is saying that one. For what now? For what? He no reach like that. That's the honest to God truth. He no reach like that. He no supposed even reach like that. But he don't reach like that. So that's just it. So that's it. That's how it's gonna be on today's show. It's True Ball. Yeah, True Ball coming your way Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah, True Ball. My name is Timilehin Peter, and yes, this is my brother.
Oh, I'm Timilehin Peter, and you can catch us on Twitter at Twitter handles for myself. Keep it _tactical, and you can find him at official _IQ.
Yeah, so this is the first episode of the show. Join us again. We'll be back here on Wednesday, and we say we're doing this thing that we love doing. We talk anything ball. It's called True Ball. So bring the balls in and let's make it true to you. Fantastic day.